Hi guys, and welcome back to the next video, and today I am here with a Sims 4 speed build challenge thingamajigger. I basically had seen quite a few of the 10k Sims 4 like house build challenge where basically you build a house using 10k simoleons, and I kind of thought I like that, like I want to give that a shot, see what I can do with my monies, because I'm used to normally having like more than that. So it was interesting to see how I could do with just like that very limited amount. So it was an interesting one to say the least. I actually end up changing the house like several times. Like I have it basically done and I'm down to my last like 50 simoleons, and then end up changing the entire house and starting like with a completely different shape. But yeah, it's a lot of like trying to choose the cheapest things but make it also look quite nice is a challenge I've discovered. It's stuff that you never think about, like what door to pick and what fences and stairs and the windows. Like there's very little outside work on this house solely because I couldn't afford trees. Or I think at the end I find a tree that's worth 1 simoleon and I'm like, it's not that pretty, but I'll use it. It'll do. So yeah, I know some of you might not like these type of videos. I actually find them really entertaining to watch. I don't know why. I don't really couldn't tell you why I do. It's just something about like the speed building side of Sims is really interesting. And with this, it's very similar to how I always build, where I don't actually have like an idea. I just sort of go in and put things down, hope for the best. So like at the moment I'm trying to add like a wee back balcony. Don't get too attached to it, it goes. It's not a like thing I was able to do. So what I did decide I wanted to do with this build was make a sort of like a studio apartment kind of thing. So like everything was very open plan. The only room was the bathroom. So that's what I sort of went for, and as you can see I'm now changing. This is the first time I changed the shape of the house. Still trying to hold on to that balcony. But yeah, it's one of those, I tried to do like a studio apartment where it was all open plan apart from obviously the bathroom, because you need some privacy. But yeah, so I was trying to do that. This is where I was trying to put the kitchen in, and obviously you're trying to keep down to like just essentials. So like there I went to use a different oven rather, and then was like, oh, can't afford that one. I did actually use a more expensive fridge, funnily enough. I probably could have used a cheaper one, but I was thinking of it more like, if someone wants to actually use this house, like you're going to need some form of like actual usability. Same as I put this breakfast bar in, and it just doesn't work out. Don't get attached to that either, because that goes. But yeah, we'll put this build on the gallery as like a starter home if someone wants to use it. I don't know why you would, you could probably build something better. But obviously you start the game with 20,000 simoleons, so this way it lets you start with 10, and that gives you 10,000 simoleons to do some maybe wee decorations if you want to add, or an extension. This I only get like 1 double bed in and 2 seats and a dining table, so it's very much a like one sim home kind of thing. Quite good for probably if you're doing like a proper series from like start, like not cheating kind of thing. It might be quite interesting to use, but obviously I was just sticking to the rules of 10,000 simoleons. So here's where I was choosing the bed. I used the used futon one from the City Living one. It's actually a really pretty like bed. I was really happy with it. I added that nice wee splash of colour and it looks dead modern. Obviously I also added in some decoration things because I didn't want it to look too plain. So that's where like the blinds come in. I think here I'm looking for a wall, like a picture frame, and I just can't justify like 300 simoleons on a painting. So it's like, let's pull out and put some actual colour in the walls. I think I toy between like several different colours for ages before eventually I'm like, right, okay, let's go for this fawny kind of colour. Isn't that? There we go. So I went for a sort of grey. I tried to keep it very like neutral over the entire house. I didn't want to go like too bold in any of the rooms. As I said, in case any of you decide you want to use it, you might not like the same colours I do. So there we go, that's the kitchen done. Just throwing in some stuff in the bathroom. I end up changing those tiles to those. And I think I was going to put a bath in, but then I decided that that's a bit of money I don't have, so I just went for the cheapest shower, cheapest toilet, and then like the second cheapest sink. So that's a wee luxury for you. We also get a mirror in there, which is nice. This house doesn't really have any ability for like leveling up skills as such, apart from cooking and the mirror. Like you can do the charisma skill. I do manage to get a TV in here, although it is the cheapest TV. But I got the TV in there, so that was an achievement in itself. See, this bit, I spent ages trying to like figure out where to put the couch, and then I did get it in there with the TV, but it just didn't look right to me, because obviously it's like, it should be a tiny bit away from the wall, but I couldn't because that's where the breakfast bar was. And I had a door in for the bathroom. I go out and put on like decking as such for there, and some decking out front, and then I'm adding the stairs, and I think this is where like I add the stairs, but then I sort of realise I'm like, oh, this probably isn't going to work out very well. I should probably not. I think this is where I was like, right, okay, let's add some more decoration stuff, because at the moment I still had like 500 simoleons, so I was like, this is great, I can add lots of things. But what actually happened is, you see that space between the bathroom door and the back door? As I was like, oh, I need something there, but I couldn't afford anything because I didn't have any monies. So it was also here when I realised I could not afford anything like to change your Sim's outfit. So I was like, that needs to go, because I wanted something for that. So that's why I'm deleting a few things here and there. I managed to get these wee stacking boxes, which are really cute. I've never used them in a series before because like it just didn't fit, whereas with it being a studio apartment, it actually kind of fit for this one. And I do manage to get a nice rug in here. This one, the blue colour off, it's actually really cute. That it just sort of added a wee pop of colour for like against the like the tones, and then this is when I tried to do it massive and then was like, it doesn't look that good. But it was just nice to have a wee like pop of colour. So now I'm down to like the bottom. Like this is when I'm trying to scour the shop to see what I can get that's really, really cheap to try and use up the last of my simoleons. But I just could not find anything I liked. And I think this is when I was like, oh well, maybe if I had like 20 more simoleons I could work with it. And that's when the reshape goes, because I'm like, right, okay, we don't need this deck and let's get rid of that. And then I was like, oh, we don't really need that space there, so I'll pop that away, move the door in there, and we're like, yeah, that's fine, I'll fix the roof. But then it looks really odd because it just looks like two houses that were attached together by like the tiniest little bit. So I was like, no, I don't like that. So I bring it back, I made it bigger again, even though I didn't want the extra space because now it's just more to fill. So in doing that, I ended up making it worse. So I had to reshuffle the entire kitchen to fit into that space, because it just did not look right. I also like always having like a window behind the sink. I don't know what it is about like just washing dishes and like looking out into the garden. So this is when I'm fixing the kitchen like wall and tiles. It actually I think looks better like nestled in that wee corner. I think it just works a bit better, but now I have the problem of I have so much open space and nothing to put in there. So I started toying around with like a couple couches, but that was not the best. It just didn't work. Like it just looked too crammed, and obviously I couldn't afford a bigger couch, which did not help. But I ended up toying about with it for a while. I think I bring in the front of the house to make it smaller, rather than touching the back of the house, because if I touched the back it meant the roofs looked weird. I was also raging there was no cheaper chair, like table. 200 something simoleons was the cheapest table, which I was like, what? Like, demand cheaper table. So this is when I moved the decking in to make it smaller, and then this gave me a lot more money, which then meant I was able to get some cute seats. So we actually have a dining table now, along with the sitting room, and I think it just looks a bit better all round. But yeah, with these type of videos, I never know, do you prefer me talking like I am now, where I'm walking you through my build, or do you prefer if I was to just put music in the background? Like, although there's music in the background right now, do you prefer if there was no my voice? Like, do you want me just to shut up? Are you sitting there right now being like, Scott, shut up? Also I did this cute zebra print rug. I've never used that before, but it was cute. And then I tried to add a window and just none of them like fit like the way I wanted it to. So I was quite mad. But I think this is when I was like, right, okay, I need something. I added in a painting just to use up some simoleons. And then I fight over where I want to put this rock for ages just because I'm like, I need to use it. I end up putting it down. Come on me, put it down. Nope, get it back. There we, nope, close, there we go. So I put it there and spin the TV. It looks quite cute. I really like that zebra print rug though, or zebra. And then I was like, oh, we don't have anything done outside, so we needed a wee path, which obviously the sprays luckily are free. So I added one of them in, but then I also kind of realised that there's nothing in the outside, like there's no plants, but the vampire pack added some pine trees, which are one simoleon. Although they're dead, looked cute. But I thought I would just add that in just to give it a wee bit of something in the back. And this is when I looked for a bin and I couldn't find one, so don't expect a bin in this build. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to leave a like, comment down below what you thought of the build, let me know if you use it for any of your series, and also take a vote on the cards at the top and vote whether you prefer me talking through these type of builds or whether you just like the music. Remember to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you all next time. Bye!